And her dancing partner Andrew got their marching orders on Saturday. We'll get their reaction on Strictly Come Dancing. It takes two in half an hour. First on BBC Two, here come the know-it-alls.
These five people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Hello, welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of five quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. You might recognise them as they have some of the finest quiz credentials in the whole country. Please welcome our dream team.
Hi, my name's Judith Keppel, and I was the first person in Britain to win £1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Hello, I'm Kevin Ashman. I hold the record for the highest ever score on Mastermind, and in 2004 I became the World Quiz Champion.
Hi, I'm CJ Demui. I've been a winner on 15 to 1, 100%, and beat the nation.
Hello, I'm Daphne Fowler. I'm one of the few women to win the title Brain of Britain, and I won the grand final of 15 to 1 twice.
Hello, I'm Chris Hughes. Now, back in 1983, I won Mastermind, and I still hold the International Mastermind title.
And facing the mighty Eggheads today are Onward Quiz Team soldiers. The team are all friends from Edinburgh University and have known one another for 6 years, and they regularly quiz together at their local pub and are happy to say that occasionally they win. Let's meet them.
Hi, my name's Ollie. I'm 26 and I work in publishing.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm 26 and I'm an editorial assistant.
Hi, I'm Oliver. I'm 25 and I'm doing an MA in film.
Hey, my name's Dan. I'm 27 and I work in sports marketing.
Hi, my name's Dave. I'm 26 and I'm a product manager.
Onward Quiz Team soldiers. Ha, ha, ha. How long did it take you to think that one up?
Well, it took us no time at all. What it was one night, Ali's boyfriend Dub came along to the quiz with us with that name ready to go. Previously, we'd been Quizzy Rascal, but that got a bit stale. So,
it just gets worse and worse, doesn't it? Well, let's play. Every day there's £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next programme. So, Onward Quiz Team soldiers, the Eggheads have won the last 14 games, which means £15,000 no less, says you can't beat the Eggheads. The first head-to-head battle will be on the subject of arts and books. So, who wants to play and who do you want to play against?
Shall I go?
Are we going?
Yeah, okay, I'll do it.
It's going to be you, Alice, and who do you want to play against?
I'll take on Chris, thank you.
OK, Alice, you're going to play Chris, and Chris, you've in this series played 3 times and lost only once. Let's get you both into the question room then to ensure there's no conferring. And Alice, challengers always get to choose. Would you like to go first or second?
First, please, Dermot.
OK, then off we go. Best of luck. Your first question. In which year did the Edinburgh Festival first take place? Was it 1927, 1947 or 1967?
I'm going to plump for the middle answer. I'm going to go for 1947.
It's the right answer, 1947. The Edinburgh Festival first took place then. OK, Chris, in terms of reading sheet music, what does the term allegro mean? Softly, quickly, or loudly? Allegro.
Well, it's not softly, because that's piano or pianissimo. It's not loudly, because that's forte or fortissimo. Ergo, it must be quickly.
The term allegro in music means quickly. It's the right answer, I think, as quiz team soldiers knew as well. So there we go, it's 1-1. Alice, your second question. In Paradise Lost, what name does Milton give to the capital of hell? Is it chaos, purgatory, or pandemonium?
Right, now it's not purgatory, I know that. I think that it's pandemonium.
What did you study up there in Edinburgh University?
I studied English language rather than literature, so that's my excuse. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that it's pandemonium.
Pandemonium. That's the right answer. Very well done, Alice. 2 out of 3. Chris, your second question. In the Harry Potter books, what type of creature is Dobby? An elf, a goblin, or a mandrake? What type of creature is Dobby in the Harry Potter books?
Dobby is the house elf.
Yeah, Dobby is an elf. It's the right answer. So 2 apiece. On we go. Very good start. OK, Alice, what name is given to the literary technique of deliberate understatement? Is it litotes, zoigma, or systole?
Absolutely no idea on this one, I'm afraid. So it's going to be a complete guess. I'm just going to go for the first one, litotes.
To go into a 3-2 lead. It is the right answer. Well done. OK, Chris, to stay in the game. The Dharma Bums is an influential work by which American writer? Is it Jack Kerouac, Philip Roth, or John Updike?
Presumably in the sense of vagrants.
I hope so.
Well, I'll have to take a flyer on this, so I'll put my head on the line and say Philip Roth.
OK. Daphne's just put her head in her hands. Daphne?
Jack Kerouac.
Jack Kerouac wrote the Dharma Bums. It's the wrong answer, Chris. That's it. Alice, you've won. Well, Alice, you took on the reigning international mastermind. You've beaten him on arts and books. It means you are going through into the final round, where you'll be playing for £15,000 today. Alice and Chris, please come back and join your teams. Well, Alice, how does that feel, claiming a mastermind scalp?
That's pretty good, thank you. Yeah.
Well, as it stands, the challengers have lost no brains from the final round, whilst the Eggheads have lost one. Lost Chris. The next subject is geography, and who wants to play? Anyone but Alice, and you can take on anyone but Chris.
Do you want to do it? I'm happy to. Go for it. Better than me. OK, good, Dan. I'll take it.
OK, Dan, who are you going to play?
Daphne. Do you reckon? Yeah. Get through to the final, though. Well, no. What do you guys
Try and
thought?
take out one of the...
One of the bad boys. All right. I'll take Daphne.
Well, well, well. Dan, Daphne, please make your way into the question room. Dan, what do you want to do? Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
OK, Dan, it's your first question. The River Irwell flows through which English city? Is it Bath, Canterbury, or Manchester?
Not really got a very strong idea, I have to say. I'm pretty happy to rule out Manchester. I'm going to play Bath, I think.
OK. It's the wrong answer. The answer, Eggheads, is...
Manchester.
Manchester, which was the one you ruled out, so I think it would have been your third choice, so not even close. OK, Daphne, your first question. The country of Greece is located on which geographical peninsula? The Iberian, the Balkan, or Jutland?
The Balkan Peninsula, Dermot.
Yes, it's the right answer. And I suspect Dan would have gobbled that one up as well, but you chose to go first, and it means you're behind and struggling if you don't get this one. What type of soil is roughly a mixture of clay, sand, and silt? Is it Lovasol, lobe, or loam?
Got a good bunch here, haven't I? Again, not really got any idea, I'm afraid to say. I think that I have heard of loam soil. I may be off on a bit of a tangent, but I'm going to play that in the absence of any idea, basically.
OK. It is loam. It's the right answer. Well done, Dan. So one up there for you. And for the moment, all square, but of course Daphne hasn't faced her second question. Here it is. Daphne, what name is given to a line on a map that joins areas of equal temperature? Is it an isotherm, an isotope, or an isotone?
That's an isotherm.
The line on a map that joins areas of equal temperature is indeed an isotherm. That's the right answer. OK, that means, Dan, you've got to get this right. And hope that Daphne gets hers wrong to stay in the game. So, here we go. The Serengeti National Park is located in the north of which African country? Tanzania, Kenya, or Botswana? The Serengeti.
I believe it's Kenya. That's what I'm going to play. Yeah.
OK. Other team members?
I would have probably said Kenya.
Yeah. Well, they were with you there, Dan, but it's the wrong answer. It's Tanzania. Tanzania, the Serengeti is in Tanzania. So it means, Daphne, you're through into the final round, and Dan, you won't be able to help your team in the final round. Would you both please come back here and join your teams? Well then, Eggheads, normal service is resumed. Daphne cruising into the final round there. As it stands, the Eggheads and the challengers have each lost one brain from that final round. And we move on to our next subject. It's politics. So it's Ollie, Oliver, or Dave, one of you to play in this category.
My friend. Dave's got a bit on Dave, really.
OK, I'll play, damn it.
OK, Dave, who do you want to take on? And Daphne and Chris have both played, so it's CJ, Kevin, or Judith.
Who do you reckon?
You've got to be comfortable with it.
I'll take him.
You take on anyone.
Fighting talk there, Dave. That's what we like to hear.
I'll play Judith.
OK, Dave against millionaire winner Judith. The subject is politics. Would you both please make your way into the question rooms to make sure there's no conferring? And Dave, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Off we go then, Dave. It's politics. Here's your first question. Jack Straw was appointed to which government post after the 1997 general election? Chancellor, Foreign Secretary, or Home Secretary?
OK, he's currently Foreign Secretary, but that was Robin Cook in '97. So I know he was Home Secretary, so he must have been appointed then. So I'll go with Home Secretary.
Home Secretary. Jack Straw was appointed Home Secretary after the '97 general election. It's the right answer. OK, then, Judith, what is the official emblem of the House of Commons? Portcullis, three lions, or unicorn?
That is a portcullis. Portcullis House is the sort of extra building that was built the other day.
Portcullis is the official emblem of the House of Commons. That's the right answer, so one apiece. OK, Dave, your second question. The American Teamsters Union represents which group of workers? Journalists, lorry drivers, or teachers? The Teamsters.
I'm not certain, but I've got a feeling it's lorry drivers. Just because I think I've heard of them striking, and I don't think there's been a journalist or a teacher strike that's made the news in the States. So I think lorry drivers.
What do we think?
Yeah, it was Jimmy Hoffa, I think, in the Teamsters.
With that.
Quiz Teamsters. Yeah, lorry drivers is the right answer. It's 2-1. OK, Judith, your second question. Which politician caused a furore in 1960 by angrily banging his shoe on the table of the United Nations? Was it John F. Kennedy, Nikita Khrushchev, or Charles de Gaulle?
I think it was Khrushchev, wasn't it?
You think it was Khrushchev for Eggheads?
Yes, yeah.
Well done, Judith. That's 2 apiece. OK. And so, your third question, which is where it gets interesting, Dave. If you get this right, of course, and Judith gets hers wrong, you're into the final round as well. Geoffrey Robinson and Dawn Primarolo are recent holders of which British government position? Paymaster General, Chief Whip, or Lord Chancellor?
I'm pretty sure Geoffrey Robinson had to resign from being Paymaster General. Yeah, Paymaster General, I think.
That's the right answer. Well done, Dave. So 3-2, Judith, to stay in the round and to stay in the game. The first English Parliament was formed by which king? Was it Henry III, George III, or Richard III?
I think it's Henry III.
Yeah, Henry III is the right answer. Well worked out, Judith. So, after 3 questions each, the scores are level. So, Quiz Team Soldiers, that means that we move to sudden death, which means we remove the multiple choice element altogether. We've just got to hear the answer from you, Dave. Okay. Here we go. Who renounced his peerage to become British Prime Minister in the 1960s?
Renounced his peerage. I think I'd go with Harold Macmillan.
Okay. Who renounced his peerage to become British Prime Minister in the 60s? You've gone for Harold Macmillan. Some of the Eggheads were around in the 60s. Some, what do we think?
Alec Douglas Hume.
It's Alec Douglas Hume.
It's Alec Douglas Hume, as you heard there from Judith. And always interesting to know if your opponent knows the answer, because obviously you could have made Judith go first, but she knew it anyway. OK, Judith, to win it. Speak softly and carry a big stick was said to be the foreign policy of which US president born in 1858?
I don't know. I was just trying to work out the dates of when he would be president. What about Theodore Roosevelt?
Is that your answer?
Well, born in 1858, he'd be 42 in 1900. I think I'll try Theodore Roosevelt.
Yes, it's the right answer, Judith. Theodore Roosevelt did say speak softly and carry a big stick was his foreign policy dictum. It means you're through into the final round. Judith, well done. And bad luck there, Dave. A great performance. As a result, you won't be there in the final round. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, after a good start, Quiz Team Soldiers, it's going slightly wrong. As it stands, the challengers have lost 2 brains now from the final round, whilst the Eggheads have lost just 1. And the next subject, before we go on to the final round, is entertainment. So, Ollie or Oliver?
Olivier.
Olivier.
I think Oliver.
Right, and I'll do it.
OK, Oliver, who are you going to play?
I think...
Kevin or CJ?
Kevin, did we say? Yeah, I'm going to play Kevin.
OK, I know you both actually share an interest in films, which quite often comes up within this category. You studied film, didn't you, Oliver?
Yes, I'm studying mainly Japanese film at the moment.
Oliver and Kevin, would you both please get into the question room? Thank you. Oliver, I know you're studying a Japanese film, and who knows, one of those kind of questions might turn up, but do you think they'll turn up in the first set of questions or the second?
I'm going to bet on the first set of questions, please.
Entertainment, your first question. The henchman Oddjob is a character in which James Bond film? Thunderball, Goldfinger or Dr. No? Oddjob.
OK, I think he's the guy who throws his hat when he has blades inside the rim. I'm pretty sure that's Goldfinger.
Yes, Oddjob is in Goldfinger. It's the right answer. Well, nice relaxing start there for you, Oliver, easing you in. OK, Kevin, your first question. In the television series Neighbours, what was the name of the character played by Kylie Minogue? Was it Charlene, Daphne or Libby?
It would be nice if it was Daphne, wasn't it? But I think it's actually Charlene.
Kylie Minogue played Charlene. It's the right answer, so 1 apiece. Oliver, your second question. What was the name of Brian Wilson's long-awaited 2004 album? Was it Grin, Laugh or Smile?
OK, I'm pretty sure it's Smile.
Checking for Smiles. Smile's the right answer. 2 to you. Kevin, Sarah Jessica Parker married which actor in 1997? Rob Lowe, Matthew Broderick or Charlie Sheen?
I think that was Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick, it's the right answer, so 2-all. Did you know that one, Oliver?
I didn't know.
Oh, honest man as well. You could have lied, didn't you? Pretend you know them all. Do you know this one? Who plays the role of Shylock in the 2004 film version of The Merchant of Venice? Is it
Uh,
Dustin Hoffman, Kevin Spacey or Al Pacino?
OK, I've seen lots of posters for this on the underground and things. I think it's Al Pacino.
You have got the right answer. Al Pacino plays Shylock in the film version of The Merchant of Venice. So, there we go. Kevin, Chris, Kim and the Engineer. Chris, Kim and the Engineer are characters in which stage musical? Is it Les Miserables, Miss Saigon or Rent?
It's not Les Miserables. I haven't seen Rent. It's quite a few years since I saw Miss Saigon, but Kim sounds appropriate for the setting of Miss Saigon. Yeah, I'm going to go for Miss Saigon.
You've got there, yes, it's the right answer. Chris, Kim and the Engineer are in Miss Saigon. So, doing fantastically here, Oliver, taking Kevin into sudden death. But it becomes that bit more difficult for both of you because you now lose any choices. Oliver, Barnacle Bill the Sailor is the theme tune to which television series?
Sounds like kids' TV. So I'm going to go for Pugwash the Pirates. Pugwash the Pirates, the only one I can think of.
Okay.
It's a complete guess.
Kevin, this one could have been to you. What do you think?
I think it's Blue Peter.
Yeah, it's Blue Peter, Oliver, Blue Peter. So bad luck, they're on the right lines, but didn't come up with the right answer, I'm afraid, which means that Kevin can go through if he gets this right. Kevin, which jazz singer born in 1894 billed herself as the Empress of the Blues?
Just debating between two at the moment, sorry.
Which two?
Bessie Smith and Ma Rainey. I think the Empress of the Blues was Bessie Smith.
Sometimes I think you eggheads know too much. Yeah, Bessie Smith is the right answer. Well done, Kevin. And bad luck there, Oliver. I mean, you did really, really well to take Kevin deep into sudden death, but you will not be able to help your team in the final round when they'll be playing for £15,000. Kevin and Oliver, please come back and join your teams. Well, this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads will not be allowed to take part in this round. So, Oliver, Dan and Dave from the Onward Quiz Team Soldiers and Chris from the Eggheads, would you please leave the studio? So, challengers, the question is, are your two brains better than the Eggheads' four? Ollie and Alice, would you like to go first or second?
First, I think, yeah. First, please.
A lot of money up for grabs. Here we go. What's the name of the intensive course that must be undertaken by trainee London taxi drivers? Is it the information, the knowledge, or the facts?
It's the knowledge.
Is it? Yes. Oh, I'm glad you're so positive about that.
The knowledge.
It's the right answer, so off to a great start there. First question then for the Eggheads. What type of fruit is plantain? Banana, mango or pineapple?
Banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, banana.
It's banana. Plantain is the right answer. Okay, 1-1. Your second question then. In 1973, which footballer scored the back-heeled goal that consigned Manchester United to relegation? Was it Bobby Charlton, Dennis Law, or George Best?
He didn't celebrate after he scored it. I think he was playing for Man City. It was Dennis Law.
Dennis Law, of course, a former hero of the Stretford End, consigned his old team to relegation in 1973 with a back-heeled goal. It's the right answer. Very well done. Could be much closer to £15,000. OK, Eggheads. The quagga is an extinct variety of which animal? The quagga. Is it a tiger, a rhino, or a zebra?
It's a zebra.
It's the right answer. OK, so there's 2-2. Get this one right, and then a real chance, perhaps, of £15,000. In Scottish cookery, what is cabbock? Is it sausage, broth, or cheese?
I think I'd go for cheese. It sounds more like a cheese than... But I wouldn't know about sausages because I'm vegetarian, so I would flunk for cheese.
Would you go for cheese?
Yeah. Cheese.
I told you before, you know what the Eggheads are like. If you get this wrong, I suspect you're going home with nothing. But you're not. Cheese is the right answer. It's 3-2. Cabok is a form of cheese. Well done. Now that makes it very, very interesting indeed, because if the Eggheads get this wrong, that's it, £15,000 for you. So, Eggheads, the title of Pope comes from a Greek word meaning what? Father, leader, or chosen one?
Surely it's Papa's father. Surely. Yeah. It's father, yeah. Okay.
You think?
It's father.
The title of Pope comes from a Greek word meaning father. Who are we to disagree with, Kevin? It's 3-all, which means it's a great final round, but it also means that we move to sudden death, so we are removing the multiple choice element. Here you go. In World War II, by what name was the US Army's general purpose vehicle better known?
GPV. Would it just be the initials?
GPV?
Is that your answer?
This vehicle, do you think won't be?
It's kind of too easy, really, isn't it? General purpose vehicle. Or World War II.
I wish Dave were here.
The US Army's general purpose vehicle.
Do you know any army vehicles?
An all-terrain vehicle?
£15,000 could depend on it.
GPV of an all-terrain, I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be GPV because I think that's too easy.
Should we do all-terrain?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess so.
We'll go with all-terrain.
All-terrain. If you kept saying it to yourself, you would have got the right answer. GP, Jeep.
Jeep.
That's how they came up with the Jeep, from the G and P of general purpose vehicle, not all-terrain. It's the wrong answer. The US Army's general purpose vehicle in World War II became almost universally known as the Jeep. So, you might get a second chance. The Eggheads have to get this right to win the game. What is the last event in an Olympic decathlon competition? What is the last event in an Olympic decathlon competition?
1,500 metres.
The last event in an Olympic decathlon competition, and the last question in this particular edition of Eggheads. 1,500 metres is the right answer. Eggheads, you've won. Damn their quizzy eyes.
They're the quizzy rascals.
They certainly are the quizzy rascals. They keep doing it, but you played a fantastic game. I mean, you took them into sudden death in the final round, knocked international mastermind out as well along the way. You've really given them a real run for their money, but it still remains their money at this point, because it means challengers, the Eggheads, have done what comes naturally to them, and their winning streak continues. I'm afraid you won't be going home with the £15,000, which means that the money rolls over to our next programme. Eggheads, congratulations. Can anyone beat you? Well, do join us next time to see if the new challengers have the brains to defeat our Eggheads. £16,000 says they don't. Goodbye. Do you want to be as bright as our Eggheads? Well, you can be by winning this collection of signed reference books. Simply answer this question.
William Shakespeare was born in which English town? A. Epsom, B. Stratford-upon-Avon, or C. Yeovil? Good luck.
To be in with a chance of winning, call 090 11 110 890. Lines close at midnight tonight and calls are charged at 25p.
Now